sun, secrets, and a city that never stops watching. What really happened between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in Miami? Hit like right now, drop your theory in the comments, and subscribe, because this story is about to take a turn you didn't see coming. Under the blazing Miami sun, the scene looks almost cinematic. Kylie Jenner is spotted on a luxury yacht, wearing a striking bikini that instantly dominates headlines. The ocean glistens, the wind moves effortlessly through her hair, and everything about the moment screams calm, control, and confidence. But something feels calculated. Too perfect. Too timed. Not far away, on a quieter stretch of beach, Timothée Chalamet appears to be living an entirely different moment. No yacht, no crowd, no visible entourage, just sand, sunlight, and solitude. He lies back, soaking in the sun, blending into the calm like he's trying not to be noticed. Two different worlds, unfolding at the exact same time in the exact same city. Or are they really separate? Footage circulating online begins to raise questions. Aerial shots capture Kylie's yacht making a subtle but sudden change in direction. Not dramatic, but intentional. At nearly the same time, Timothee is seen sitting up, checking his phone, and quickly shifting his energy. Within seconds, he's no longer relaxed, he's moving. Coincidence? Or coordination? Search trends explode. Kylie Jenner Miami yacht, Timothée Chalamet Miami beach, Kylie and Timothee relationship update. The internet is racing to connect the dots. Fans dissect every frame, every angle, every movement, searching for meaning hidden between moments. Then, pattern interrupt. Cut to a close-up of Kylie. Her expression is subtle, almost unreadable behind oversized sunglasses. She leans in, speaking to someone off-camera. The audio is lost in the wind, but the body language tells a story. This isn't just a casual day at sea. Cut again. Timothee now wears a cap and dark sunglasses, walking briskly away from the shoreline. A black vehicle waits nearby, engine running. No hesitation. No pause. He gets in, and just like that, he's gone. The pace accelerates. The tension builds. And then, a detail surfaces that sends fans into overdrive. A bracelet on Kylie's wrist, simple, understated, but eerily similar to one Timothee was seen wearing at a past event. It's the kind of detail most people would miss, but not the internet. Is it just a coincidence in fashion? Or something more personal, more intentional? This is where things start to go deeper. Anonymous sources begin to whisper about a possible private meeting. Not in public. Not where cameras are obvious. Somewhere discreet. Somewhere only accessible by water. And suddenly, that yacht doesn't just look like luxury, it looks like strategy. But here's where it gets even more interesting. A witness claims they saw someone who looked exactly like Timothee boarding a small boat later that afternoon. No clear photos. No official confirmation. Just a fleeting moment, heading in the same direction Kylie's yacht had taken earlier. The question becomes impossible to ignore. Was this planned? Or are we watching coincidence being transformed into narrative? As the sun begins to set over Miami, the atmosphere shifts. The bright energy fades into something quieter, more mysterious. Reports say Kylie's yacht returned to the marina, but details about who was on board remain unclear. No full footage. No confirmed guest list. At the same time, Timothee is nowhere to be seen. No exit shots. No follow-up sightings. It's as if he vanished from public view entirely. And this is the moment where everything clicks into place. Two high-profile celebrities. Two separate locations. Perfectly aligned timing. Subtle movements. Missing gaps. When you connect the fragments, a bigger picture starts to emerge, one that suggests this might not have been random at all. Maybe it was privacy. Maybe it was timing. or maybe, it was intentional from the very beginning. Whatever the truth is, one thing is undeniable: Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet have once again captured global attention without saying a single word. Every move, every detail, every second has become part of a story that millions are trying to decode. Now it's your turn. Do you think this was just a coincidence, or something carefully planned behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with someone who follows celebrity news, and subscribe, because the next update might finally reveal what really happened under the Miami sun. The story doesn't end there. In fact, this is where everything starts to feel even more layered, more deliberate, and far more intriguing than a simple day in the sun involving Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in Miami. Because just as the initial footage began circulating, a second wave of clips quietly surfaced, clips that weren't as polished, weren't as widely shared, but carried a very different kind of energy. In one of them, recorded from a distance, a figure resembling Kylie is seen stepping away from the main deck of the yacht, momentarily out of sight of the central camera angle. It's a small movement, almost insignificant at first glance, but when slowed down, analyzed frame by frame, it reveals something curious: she wasn't alone in that moment. There's a shadow. A second presence. Not clearly visible, not identifiable, but undeniably there. At the same time, another clip emerges from a completely different angle onshore. A beachgoer's casual recording captures what appears to be Timothee earlier than previously reported. The timestamp doesn't quite match the narrative that had been building. If accurate, it would suggest that his time on the beach overlapped even more precisely with Kylie's time at sea than anyone initially thought. And suddenly, the timeline starts to tighten. Patterns shift. The pacing slows down, almost like the calm before another reveal. Online forums begin to light up, not just with speculation, but with detailed breakdowns. Side-by-side comparisons. Enhanced images. People tracking shadows, boat speeds, distances between locations. It becomes less about gossip, and more about investigation. One user points out that the yacht Kylie was on didn't follow a typical leisure route. Instead of cruising in wide, scenic loops, it maintained a more direct, almost purposeful path for a period of time before stopping briefly in an area not commonly used for casual anchoring. Why stop there? Why that specific point? Another detail surfaces: weather conditions. The wind patterns that day would have made it slightly more difficult for smaller vessels to navigate quickly, unless they were experienced or had a specific destination in mind. Which raises another question: if someone did leave the shore to meet the yacht, it wouldn't have been spontaneous. It would have required planning. And planning changes everything. Cut. Zoom in. A still image circulates showing Kylie adjusting her sunglasses, her expression caught in a rare, unguarded moment. It's subtle, but there's a shift, less performative, more focused. As if she's waiting. As if something off-camera matters more than the cameras themselves. Then cut again. Timothee, earlier in the day, is seen briefly speaking to someone just outside the frame before lying back down on the sand. That interaction, previously dismissed as random, now takes on a different weight. Who was he talking to? What was said? The energy builds again. Because now, the narrative isn't just about two celebrities in the same city, it's about timing, movement, and intention. Every second begins to feel like a piece of a larger design. And then, another twist. A source close to the marina claims that a secondary vessel was seen approaching the yacht shortly after it paused in that unusual location. Not a large boat. Not something flashy. Just a smaller, faster craft, one that could easily move without drawing attention. No official logs confirm it. No high-resolution images capture it clearly. But the claim alone is enough to push the story into a new level of speculation. If true, it would mean there was a transfer. A moment where paths crossed not by chance, but by choice. The tempo slows again. The sun dips lower. The light softens. The noise of the day fades into a quieter tension. And in that silence, the biggest question lingers: if something did happen out there, why go to such lengths to keep it hidden? Privacy is one answer. Control is another. But there's also something else: narrative. Because in a world where every move is documented, sometimes the only way to stay ahead of the story is to create one that no one can fully prove. And that's exactly what this feels like. A perfectly balanced sequence of visibility and mystery. Enough exposure to spark global attention, but enough distance to keep the truth just out of reach. It keeps everyone watching, waiting, refreshing for the next update. Cut to nightfall in Miami. The yacht is docked. Lights dim. Movement minimal. Whatever happened during the day is now sealed behind closed spaces and unanswered questions. Meanwhile, the beach where Timothee was seen earlier is now empty, waves quietly erasing any trace that he was ever there. 2 locations. Now both silent. But the internet? Louder than ever. Theories continue to evolve. Some believe it was all coincidence, amplified by timing and curiosity. Others are convinced it was a carefully orchestrated meeting, hidden in plain sight. And a third group thinks this might be something even more strategic, a way to maintain intrigue without confirming anything at all. Because confirmation changes the story. Mystery keeps it alive. And right now, this story is very much alive. So as more clips surface, as more angles are analyzed, and as more voices join the conversation, one thing becomes clear: this isn't just about what was seen. It's about what wasn't. The missing minutes. The unseen interactions. The silent movements between frames. That's where the real story lives. And until something concrete emerges, every detail, no matter how small, will continue to matter. So stay close, stay curious, and keep watching, because the next piece of this puzzle could appear at any moment, and when it does, it might finally connect everything we've been trying to understand about Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, and that unforgettable day under the Miami sun. And just when it feels like every possible angle has already been explored, the narrative takes yet another unexpected turn, because the deeper people dig into the movements of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in Miami, the less it starts to look like coincidence, and the more it begins to resemble a sequence of perfectly timed moments. A new layer emerges from something almost overlooked: timing gaps. Between the last confirmed sighting of Timothee on the beach and the reported return of Kylie's yacht to the marina, there exists a window. Not a large one, but not insignificant either. Enough time for movement. Enough time for something to happen away from the lenses, away from the predictable paths where paparazzi usually wait. And this is where attention sharpens. Because in high-profile environments like Miami, especially when global celebrities are involved, there are rarely empty moments. Every movement is usually tracked, documented, or at least partially witnessed. But here, there's a gap. A clean break in visibility. Pattern interrupt. The visuals slow down. A soft zoom into ocean waves hitting the side of a yacht. The sound of wind. A pause in narration. Let the mystery breathe. Then, shift. A closer inspection of maritime tracking data, yes, even that has now become part of the conversation, suggests that the yacht's brief point wasn't random drifting. It was controlled. Intentional. Almost like waiting for a precise moment before continuing. Waiting for what? Or for who? Cut to a different perspective. A local worker at a nearby dock, speaking anonymously, described seeing increased movement in smaller watercraft that afternoon. Not unusual on its own, but unusual in pattern. Boats arriving, pausing, leaving. No clear recreational purpose. No visible celebration. Just movement, quiet and efficient. And suddenly, the theory evolves again. this wasn't just about a possible meeting. It may have been about timing that meeting so precisely that it leaves no undeniable trace. Now zoom in again, this time to Kylie. In one of the final clips from earlier in the day, she's seen standing near the edge of the yacht, looking out, not toward the open ocean, but slightly angled, as if watching something approach from a distance. Her posture is different here. Less relaxed. More attentive. It's a small detail. But in a story built on small details, it matters. Cut. Timothee, earlier still, adjusts his position on the sand, glancing toward the waterline, not once, but twice within a short span of time. At first, it seemed like nothing. Now, it feels like anticipation. The pacing accelerates again. Because now the audience isn't just watching, they're interpreting. Every glance becomes intentional. Every pause becomes meaningful. Every missing second becomes a potential answer. And then comes another subtle but powerful shift. Digital footprints. Fans begin tracking social media activity, not posts, but absence of posts. Neither Kylie nor Timothee shared anything in real time from Miami that day. No stories. No updates. No casual glimpses behind the scenes. In today's hyper-connected world, that silence is loud. Was it deliberate? Because sometimes, saying nothing says everything. The tension rises toward another peak. Imagine this, two global figures, fully aware of the attention surrounding them, choosing a city known for visibility, and yet managing to create a sequence of moments where visibility and invisibility coexist. It's almost cinematic. And that raises a different kind of question. Is this simply a private moment protected with precision, or is it a masterclass in controlling public curiosity? Because whether intentional or not, the result is the same: the world is watching closer than ever. Cut to dusk again in Miami. The colors shift to orange and deep blue. The energy softens. But beneath that calm surface, the speculation hasn't slowed, it's intensified. Analysts, fans, casual viewers, they're all trying to answer the same question from different angles. What really happened in that gap? And then, just when it feels like the story might begin to fade, another ripple. A blurred image surfaces online. Low quality. Hard to verify. It allegedly shows two figures on a vessel at a distance during the late afternoon. One appears to resemble Kylie. The other, unclear. The image spreads fast, debated even faster. Some dismiss it instantly. Others enhance it, analyze it, argue over it. But no one can confirm it. And maybe that's the point. Because confirmation would end the mystery. And right now,